Parsons talks about deviance, sanctioned deviance, being normalized and entering back society. Okay, you can cut it out. Sir, how did you get like this?
Like what? No arms, no legs?
Sir, do you have a job? Do you work?
How am I supposed to get to work? How am I supposed to get to work?
I understand that you have no legs and no arms, but you're supposed to re-enter society.
How am I supposed to re-enter society?
According to the functionalist perspective, health is vital to society. To sociologists, health is not just the absence of disease, but the state of physical and mental and social well-being. Structural functionalist Talcott Parsons argues that within society, there is a sick role, made of the social rights and expectations of people with disease, and this role, according to Parsons, is a sanctioned deviance, which is an accepted breaking form of normal behavior. We expect healthy people to be productive members of society, and unhealthy people are allowed to deviate when monitored. That's when health professionals come in. According to Parsons, it's the health professional's job to treat the disease and rehabilitate these sanctioned deviants back to normal and back to society. Sir, are you okay? Doctor, we need a doctor.
So, are you okay?
I think so.
Let me take your temperature. I think you got cancer.
Cancer?
Yes, sir. Be quiet. The complete approach emphasizes inequality in the quality of health and healthcare delivery. Society's inequities are along social class, race, ethnicity, and gender lines are reproduced in our health and healthcare. For example, people from disadvantaged social backgrounds are more likely to become ill, and once they do become ill, inadequate healthcare makes it more difficult for them to become well, partly to increase their incomes. Physicians have tried to control the practice of medicine and define social problems. Many of the women and girls who have eating disorders receive help from a physician, psychiatrist, and psychologist, or another healthcare professional. Although this care is often very helpful, the definition of eating disorders as a medical problem nonetheless provide a good source of income for the professional who treat it and obscures cultural roots in society's standard of beauty of women. So, are you okay?
I think so.
How are you gonna pay for all that?
I don't know. Medicalization of deviance refers to bad behavior turning to sick behavior. An example of that would be drug abuse. As you can tell, I'm about to shoot something up.
When talking about symbolic interactionism, you'll need to know health and illness both socially construct this theory. According to writer Ashley Crossman from ThoughtCo.com, this perspective was introduced by American philosopher George Herbert Mead in the 1920s. Key terms I would like to discuss with you today are medicalization of deviance and demedicalization. Medicalization of deviance refers to the process that changes bad behavior into sick behavior. An example of that would be drug abuse, sexual addiction, and alcoholism. These are things that are bad behavior and turns into sick behavior. Now, a process that is closely related to that idea is demedicalization, which is referred to as sick behavior becoming normal. An example of that would be homosexuals. Nowadays, we see more people starting to accept homosexuals, and it's becoming sort of a norm. Medicalization of deviance and demedicalization affects who responds to the patient, how they respond to the patient, and how people view the personal responsibilities of the patient.
Before that.
I don't know.
How am I supposed to re-enter society?
Okay, wait, no, we can't do that one.
Nah,
No, we're not.
I don't care. We're using that one. I promise you.
We're not. You
That
still
one's not even
recording?
that bad.
No,